What's up, everybody? We are 4 players trying to find that game-life balance. In this episode, we just goof around in a professional manner. Glenn plays video games while we discuss Oculus Rift pricing and more. And that's it for episode 82 of the LittleBigKast. Welcome. Let's do some things. So welcome to episode 82. It's the 3 of us. Today is Robin, Drew, and we brought Mascot Glenn in to fill up the far side of the table. And as if that weren't enough, we decided to let him have his gaming and controller. So he's actually jamming on Fallout 4 while we covered topics.
Yeah.
And they also solved their problem of streaming games.
That's true. We wanted to be able to push a little bit more. So we've got that answered with our hackery and engineering. So.
Yes, and holes in floors.
Yes,
which
that
was
helped.
really, really handy.
Why am I not running?
Our friends Rachel and Jeff are off exploring the world on each side of the
Actually, yes, on
country,
completely different sides.
Yes. So Jeff is playing at E3.
Jeff is where?
Schmoozing and
Jeff is where?
Sorry, CES.
There you go.
CES, they're all the same, right? Just pick a couple of letters, throw them together.
Acronyms everywhere.
Electronic.
Yeah, there's an electronic in it somewhere. So he's playing at CES with his real company, doing real work. Although I'm sure he's probably just party. They're going to after parties and
That's what they do.
teasing people and just having fun.
Showing off their non-dance skills.
Yes, I saw that. And then Rachel, I'm not even sure what she's doing. She's just visiting people
she's just
East Coast.
I didn't even know she was going over there, so when she said she was there, I thought there was some kind of family issue.
No, it was just surprising. Off on the coast. So fun and exciting stuff. We are stuck back here because for us school starts in like 4 days.
So we have things to do and take care of here. So
We're
lots of
responsible.
Yes, we are very responsible
Yes.
for right now.
Right now. That's why we decided to go a
In
little
the
early
moment,
today.
we are responsible.
So what have you been up to for the last 7 days, Robin?
For the last 7 days, there's actually been very minimal gaming going on.
Wow. Like you're getting ready for the semester?
Yeah, lots of semester prep. I have all of my syllabi done.
Oh, that's more than me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I always hate when people like brag about it, so I'm just like, hey, and I did it, and that's
Good enough.
yeah, end of story.
Yeah, good.
Doing just finding the game work life balance.
Ooh.
So far, so good.
So far so good.
Except for it sounds like the game balance is...
Well, the game is being
Is it making up for weeks before, or are you just storing up for weeks to come?
Oh, it's making up for weeks before.
Okay. I follow that.
We already know that I got engaged and
Yes.
the ring actually shipped. Yeah.
It's
Yes,
there.
you're gonna go blind now.
It's big and blingy.
It's big and blingy and
Just like Robin.
It's pretty.
It is pretty. It is way
Yeah,
pretty.
it is very pretty.
If I wore giant big blingy rings, that's the one that
Yes,
I would wear.
trellis setting.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a set of mounts with a mount on top of the mounter.
Here, do the things.
Yeah.
See?
Mounts on top
Yes.
of a mount with a mounter.
It's like on the sides.
It's yeah. See, that's whoa. They're like almost in a circle
like
around
Yeah,
the
three dots
outside.
something.
because they
But no, but
trace
different.
around it.
Because you got a mounter on top of a mounter being mounted.
Leave it to Glenn. Just taking it.
It's a diamond orgy.
It's a
There we go. Are we happy now?
That's
Brown chicken,
beautiful.
brown cow.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
That's for you, Scott.
So now it's back to school.
Yeah, it is definitely ramping up back to school. Young one is now back at school.
Which is
And
reprieve.
thank you. I love my child. I really do, but I need time.
I do not. Oh, there's
And have begun putting some serious restrictions on screen time because
That's the
of,
hard part. After
yeah.
a break, yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of a free for all at my house as well. Screen time, have at it, and then Sunday night before school. All right, sorry.
Guess what?
It's not going to be like that much longer.
Pushing the circle button.
Yep.
enjoy it while you can.
So,
Yes, that's been my week. It's been fairly uneventful because I have to do work and I love my job, so I will
time
keep
to go
doing
back to
said
work.
work.
About the same. I had to back up a little bit from all of the fun and stuff that we've been having. I had to slow down. Kids went back to school, which then gave me some time to focus on things. One of my days I spent working on my answering emails, just catching up. Took a whole day,
Oh my gosh,
right, to
yes.
answer all the stuff for the last 3 weeks.
Yes.
And be like, okay,
I figured it out. Sorry.
I did it. Right.
How'd you get up there?
It's a trolley.
Oh, see, I told
they
you
built
need a
one.
grappling
Sorry.
hook.
You can just climb up
Anyway,
there.
sorry, Drew.
So then I spent a whole day building an interactive ebook for my wife's thesis project, like her thesis study. And so I built up an entire, well, I haven't built it all yet, but I've laid out 2 ebooks because she's studying supplemental graphics versus incidental graphics, things you
Yeah.
click on and they wiggle and stuff. So I
Yeah.
learned a whole new program and started playing with that. So it's kind of
Wow.
fun. But that took an entire day. And then today I spent all day fixing a website that should have been delivered to us finished.
Yeah, delivered in what, August?
Back
Is that
in
a
August.
student project or
No,
professional
it was a
project?
professional. We paid almost, well, hopefully it's no more than $20,000, but it's going to be
Professional.
$25,000 for a website that didn't hit in August like it was supposed to, didn't hit in October like it was supposed to. Yeah, it missed
yeah.
September and October.
Like if there was a deadline, it made a really pretty whoosh sound
Yeah.
as it went by.
Yeah. So I'm fixing on that a little bit, and then tomorrow I think I will have some time to do syllabus. And really, all it is like changing dates, right? It's that easy, right?
Kinda.
No, it's not. It's not that easy. I wish it was that easy. But the beautiful thing is that we're here now. We all went to a movie. We had a movie night last
Yes,
night.
that was
Lots of fun.
fantastic.
Yeah, we went and saw The Big Short, and that was a fantastic show. We learned a lot about investment funds and hedge managers.
Yeah, and hedge fund management, the CDOs.
I learned about CDOs and bubble baths.
And lots of bubble bath. Oh my gosh, yes. CDOs and bubble bath. Heck yes.
It was
That was
such.
only one of the explanations.
But you
It
know,
was one.
and then they had like Selena Gomez in there,
She
and they
explained.
had
Pretty
Anthony
Bourdain did
Bourdain
a
was my
fantastic
favorite
one.
one.
Which
That
was
really
so
good.
smart.
Yeah, it was so good.
It worked really well because this is not your standard like. It was almost like a documentary
Well,
with the
they broke
entertainment built in it.
Fourth wall?
They broke
Yeah.
the fourth wall
The
so
fourth wall.
much.
Wall
Yeah.
so many times.
And it was wonderful,
And I think that
refreshing.
yeah, it was. I didn't think this would be like interesting at all. I figured it would just be like, oh, this is a bunch of stories of like, people on the inside, like Wolf of Wall Street kind of stuff.
Right, staring at an Excel spreadsheet and being like, "Yeah, let's do that."
But they opened it with
Yes.
an Excel spreadsheet with someone who like had the best soundtrack ever.
Yes.
I loved
He
all.
was a
He was
metal
listening
man.
Metallica the whole time.
It was so good.
It was good.
Oh,
His drumming was terrible.
his drumming was terrible, but that doesn't matter.
Just doing it for fun.
But the acting was spot on. The camera work took a little while for me to get used to.
It was stylized for sure.
But after I'd like kind of got into it, I'm like, okay, I can see where you're going with this.
But I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was fun, and it was. If it would have been like an outside outside just watching what transpired for this housing market bubble, it would have been like, ooh, that was neat. But the way they did it just pulled you inside and
The narrator
brought
was
you in.
pretty- I can't remember his name right now.
And because they knew that it was a documentary, this would be like the last thing that I bug out about. They would have the actors in there like, oh, well, and then they would stop and break the fourth wall and say, well, this part didn't actually happen. We didn't find this.
Right.
This was how we actually found it, but this sounded better when
Yeah,
we were doing
exactly.
it.
It
But
was
they
just-
were very, very transparent
Yes.
in all of the inconsistencies.
Yeah. So
So I was like, oh my goodness. And the
is right.
acting, the acting was so good. Okay, I'm
it's really
good.
good. It's really good.
It was good.
So if you get a chance, watch The Big Short. But that was it. That was pretty much our week. What about yours, Glenn? What have you been up to?
I was flying around. I spent
What?
30 fun-filled hours in Missoula, Montana, which I spent
Woo!
Be envious,
26
folks.
of those hours playing Fallout, probably.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Maybe not that many, but it was
But
a lot.
maybe. But maybe.
At least 20.
Wow.
But it was a lot. And I got pretty far. I built this beautiful thing in front of you. I
this is
named
Betsy?
Betsy.
Hi, Betsy.
Because I'm pretty sure that's, and this
What
is
is it?
why I
Huh?
named it Betsy. It's because I'm pretty sure that's the name of Hellboy's gun that he has is Betsy.
I think so.
Oh.
Because it was
I
just
always
this
think of
big,
Betsy.
huge gun.
Betsy's always been a milk cow.
I was just going to say.
So if it's not a milk cow, it must be a gun.
Anyway, so I built this. This is from a Gauss rifle that I turned into a sniper rifle.
I still don't know how to do any of this stuff.
You zoom far in. It does. I don't know if you can see it from there, but it does 268 damage, just normally. But with all my buffs and stuff, it does 290 with one shot. And then if I shoot them from hidden and crouched, then it's 3.1 times damage to that.
Wow. Wow.
So you get a headshot on like some of the bigger guys, the super mutants.
and
it's one
that's
shot,
it,
one kill. Yeah.
That's the way I like to play. I'm okay with being sneaky and just
Yeah.
popping them out of the bushes, but I can never
Yeah.
be sneaky. I'm always playing and I'm hidden, and then what's the one after that? Caution.
Yeah.
Like it just shows up and then I get shot.
You
It's
know
like
they
caution,
don't.
bam,
They
you're dead.
still don't see you if it's caution. It's
Really?
danger. Yeah.
Oh well, so I get shot on the
So
caution.
you
somehow.
can still, if it's caution, they know.
Somehow I'm doing it.
They hear you're out there. Whoops, like that. They hear you're out there.
They just don't know where.
They don't know where, and so they'll start shooting in your general direction.
And then they're just lucky.
Yes.
Yeah, every time for me they're lucky because I die a lot.
I spit insults in your general direction.
The other thing I'm having trouble with is I have the first armor suit, the power suit, and I can take it around, but every time I take it somewhere, I get like 10 steps and then it runs out of juice, and it's like, all right, that's not gonna help. So I haven't been able to do any real like missions because I
Right.
have no power suit. So do I need to just scout around the world and find fusion cores so that I can?
You can buy them. I bought a lot for a while until I was high enough level that you could start defeating the things that actually give them. And then if you explore buildings, a lot of times in the basements where their power reactor.
That's the only one that I did find.
Yeah.
So I Googled it and I found some sort of supermarket in one of the cities that had one in Commodore. And so I went with my little self into this supermarket to chase down the fusion core. And I was playing with. Oh, this is the time I was playing. You guys were having a conversation on the messenger, and it was right there next to me on the couch, and so I'm playing, and every once in a while those ghouls like pop up out of nowhere, like you don't see them coming, they come alive
ghouls.
and they come after you, so that was freaky. And I'm playing late at night, and I changed from having headphones with the controller. What did I do? Oh, I took the headphones off and I plugged them into the phone because Peach needed me or something, so I went somewhere, but I forgot the phone was in my pocket. And so the next message that came through like 5 minutes later, I'm in the middle of playing, and my leg buzzed this time, and it threw me for a loop. I was so skittish. I was like, and it was all because of you guys and your chitter chatter. So,
Chitter chatter.
I think Freak Off Leash has a good idea. Don't use a power suit later.
Yeah.
Until later when you have a stockpile of those. Yeah, and I got to figure out something to do between now and then because
I know, because you're impatient.
I need something to do.
Let's wait to stockpile this. No.
But as we mentioned before, I don't have time. I don't have game time between now and schooling.
You just loot everything, sell everything,
Loot and sell.
and then
So it's basically Animal Crossing.
yeah. Although
Which-
you don't have to
Explore,
go
loot,
as
and sell.
extensive as Rachel did with all her communities. I think she made every community happy for a while, which is crazy
that
hard
is
because
crazy.
they're always changing.
I have Sanctuary's happy, and I'm
Yeah.
good with that. But I'm really early
They
on.
stay happy, so I'm all right with that.
Okay. So I want to play some more. It was my pre-Christmas gift from Glenn to play Fallout, and now I need to find even more time to build. I did enjoy building the house in the summer. I talked about that last week. I love putting.
I haven't built a house. I bought the prefabs and just stuck them in a parking lot somewhere, but I've never built like from walls. And
Oh, I built like full. Like I took.
Did you make a mansion?
It's coming. I've got a raised floor, and then a second one's a little larger, and now I'm putting a third like little crow's nest on the top that I'm going to share. I'm excited. I even put flags up. I was really proud of myself. I'm just not killing enough things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. It's good. Playing anything else? Anyone else try anything else?
I found my DS with Animal Crossing in it.
Hey.
Yeah, so life is interesting now.
Oh.
So I've got. I now have my. I was actually really, really sad. I'm like, that is a year. That is a year gone. I can't do that.
If you climb right in again, you just
It's
keep
just like,
going.
I just, like, I
weed the
can't.
town and just keep moving.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just
You
like,
are.
oh, I'm so happy that you're back.
That's so great. That's so great.
This morning, I started Wolf Among Us because I haven't played it in like I don't know, like 3
Telltale,
years since
right?
it came out.
Yeah.
And I played chapters 1 through 5 today.
I think that's all there is.
That's
isn't
all
it?
there is.
That's the
all
season
there
one,
is.
right?
Yeah, so I played season 1. That's all I did today.
Wow.
Wow. Your
So.
tormented, demented mind just latched onto it and just kept
I was
going.
trying to be good. It's hard to be good on Wolf Among Us. I want to rip off dudes'
I'm good at being
arms and
good.
stuff. And,
And you had to restrain yourself? You have to.
because I was trying to get the good.
Oh, you wanted a good ending, good story.
Yeah, the good story.
I think I made it through
Make
one
good
and a half
choices.
of those. What did I? Oh, I didn't. I just didn't end up buying the others. I was gonna watch them.
Oh,
But since
they're
you have
all
them,
on your PlayStation.
I shall
now.
know. I shall have to play through them at some point.
I would avoid Game of Thrones though.
Avoid
No,
Game of Thrones.
Didn't like that Telltale.
Well, it's
It's
just
a
not
good
family
Telltale.
friends.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, no.
Don't play that with the kids.
Yes.
All right, I
Like,
gotcha. Gotcha.
Or even like adults who might be mildly squeamish.
Yeah.
Got it. I can see this. I can see why this might be important. And then right before we started streaming the episode, we were playing the PS Plus game. What was it called?
It's called Hardware
Rivals.
Yeah.
And you were saying that, like, we
I
just
don't
tried.
know.
We just
I
played
was
this
just
for a little
doing
bit.
the trainer, and I didn't like. I mean, it's got me doing. What'd you call it? The Assassin's
The
Creed
Assassin's
claw.
Creed claw, because you're always holding down R2 and X.
Yeah,
So
and you're driving.
You're
and
doing this
stuff.
thing.
That,
and so,
that is weird.
yeah. So you're R2 for high profile running, and then X for actual. When you approach a wall, you will begin to jump it.
Oh.
So I just like apparently even Ubisoft calls it the Assassin's Creed claw
claw.
because you're like.
Wow.
So, but I mean, I was just doing training, and so it's taken forever.
I didn't try any of the others. What else did I have that I downloaded recently? The Grim Fandango is the other one,
Ooh,
right?
yes, that
That's
is-
remastered. So
Yeah, that was my.
haven't
That was the travel
loaded that
agent
one yet.
talk with Layla's. Like she won't know what a travel agent is because he
They-
plays the travel agent to the dead.
that's right. I remember that because it doesn't. That makes sense.
It's like what travel agent? Isn't
What
there
do they do?
orbits?
What's their jobs?
All right, this is rookies only.
Let's see how well Glenn can
It'll
do
take a
on
while to
Hardware Rivals.
Load up, probably.
Well, we can talk about some news while you play Hardware Rivals. There's not a whole lot going on news-wise, at least PlayStation-wise. It's kind of a slow start to the year, except for the CES stuff, which is coming out.
yeah.
That's a lot of tech and fun. So there's a lot of news about the Oculus Rift coming out today.
Yes.
If you have not heard yet, now is the time that you hear the sticker price.
You need a spec for your.
Most people
no,
didn't.
You
Most
got
people
it.
didn't know that. I guess they assumed there'd been so many hints that it was going to be affordable. So when the price
God.
dropped today, like everyone went, "Oh no!" Like they were
It's like,
freaking out.
no. This is not affordable. This is like the price of a full console.
Like two consoles. Yeah, it's $600 for the Oculus when it comes out.
So, yeah, and plus, I think the thing that really burns me, I was talking on Twitter today with Shifty25
Oh yeah.
about, like, are you guys going to do this? And it was oh heck no, because not only is it exorbitantly priced,
Yes.
but the handheld controllers on it.
That look like horseshoes that you slip your hands into.
They do look like horseshoes, but the little controllers are sold separately, and they don't launch for a couple of months after this.
So they're still to come.
So it's
This
this is a terrible timeline.
Yeah, with 600 you might expect to see something like the full set, like get your hand controllers, your virtual reality. Does anyone have an idea of when and where the Morpheus is coming in at, like price-wise? Have they talked anything? I'm sure there's a lot of comparisons.
I will bet you anything that now that this one has an official hard price, everything is going to be set around this official hard price.
That's probably like they said.
Which is, I'm sad.
Yes, they say this is what VR costs, or this is what it's worth, and so
It's like, but you're defining that cost.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand a lot of technology and a whole lot of work went into this, but remember, this started out as a Kickstarter. This was supposed to be an affordable
Right.
thing.
Right.
And
Bring
then
it to the everyman.
And it got bought out. And then we thought that it would be well taken care of. And this is one of those things where I'm like trying to hold back a little bit. I want to give as much room for elaboration on it as possible.
Right.
But
we're still almost like in a tech demo phase. Even the first couple that come out, I feel like it's
Yeah.
going to be just.
But even,
exploring.
especially for the fact that it's a tech demo, I think that it needs to be accessible to as many people for as many uses as possible.
That would be nice. They did get their dev kits out there early with that Kickstarter for much cheaper.
They did.
But now we got to try and figure out what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, because I knew that it would be at least the price. It would be like the price of a console, but
This seems
is.
way above console price. So I'm
And
interested.
I want to be excited about it, but it's just I can't do it.
This will be one that you pull together with 5 friends. And
It'll
then
be
you,
either
like,
pulled
share-
together with
it's a
5
shared
friends,
kid.
or you will like wait for an inheritance or
There
something.
you go. There you go. Wait for. It's not even tax refund money
No,
for me. It's not.
Oh my gosh, when is it launching? It's launching in March,
March
right?
30 something. Yeah.
Oh, that's why they're doing it. They're waiting
You
for
really think
everyone's tax
so?
refunds.
You know, I was thinking about doing it this year.
You were. You were
But I
talking
have to
about
buy
it.
a new laptop since mine crashed on that one episode.
Yes, remember the beeping. I remember the beeping well. It was a sad
Yes.
moment. So you were thinking about getting an Oculus.
Yes,
So
I was, because I get a profit share bonus in February every year.
good timing. Good timing.
Assuming we have profits.
I paid my baggage, so I'm sure you got pop.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
$1 billion a year, thank you.
You're just thinking
In
that
baggage fees. No, that's
Wait.
what they say.
$1 billion a year in
Man.
baggage fees.
Yeah.
This is why I only bring carry-ons. Those little
So-
like rolly
Yeah.
bags.
Yeah.
But since you guys were talking that they're not even have the controllers for it or anything, and for a while, and then I maybe don't want to buy first gen.
So you're reconsidering.
Yeah, get all the bugs out and then maybe wait till next year.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So
See, I'd rather buy a Rock Band. There you go.
Yes.
That seems like an affordable purchase.
yeah,
A couple of drums and guitars, and it's just as exciting.
Yes, exactly.
Plus, like 3 people.
And why have
together.
virtual reality when you can have real reality?
Real reality with friends and people. That's what we need. Oh my goodness! What other news? Do you guys see any other news? There was a little bit out about No Man's Sky. That somebody said that the planets are going to be so big, and again, this is the one that's
the world's
Yeah.
most
The
boring game.
No, it's not going to be boring. It's just going to be like
Minecraft in
yeah,
space.
Yeah, Minecraft
Yeah.
in space.
The world's
Minecraft in
most
space.
boring game.
And like, let's walk.
And walk and walk.
Lots of creation, lots of creativity going on. I like that idea.
So procedural generated
I'm-
music and procedurally generated worlds, but you're going to be launched on a world, so you'll have like your own birth world. And they said that several of them are going to be so large that you couldn't even walk around it in your lifetime, like your character. Like if you were to start walking, it's just such a large world that you could walk the entire thing and explore it on foot and never see it all. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, race the
turn that down a
sun.
bit.
Yeah, Xbox volume down.
It doesn't work.
Oh,
Oh, you.
Race the sun. I watched him do that when we went to the movie last night. He was walking out the door and he just turned around and went, Xbox, was it pause, turn off, and and he yelled yes, and it just did it. And I was like, man, somebody listens to Glenn. So that's
Someone.
good. Someone out there.
I just have to have the AI.
That's
You are going to be
That's
like,
Jarvis, yes.
yeah, it's going to be like the her thing.
Yep.
The her thing.
Yep. It's true. I can see it now. Those are the main things. What was it? There was some other news, Assassin's Creed news.
Yeah, Assassin's
Right.
Creed is officially moved back. One, it's set in Egypt, and I think it's called Legends? No, Empire.
Empire.
It's codename Empire, set in Egypt, and is now moved back until 2017. So we are getting away from the serialized releases every single year, which is...
Which is good.
I'm all for it
I'm
because
excited to jump off the pyramids in the eagle jumps.
That's what you
but
want.
then like you can't
I think-
get as far out.
Yeah, I know.
You're,
You just
you're
like
gonna,
you
you're going
hit
like
halfway
jump
down and roll down.
Nice.
just like
Bet you could go off the Sphinx though.
true.
What if you jump too hard and you broke his nose off?
You throw your grappling hook up there and it pulls it off. There's a movie that does that. It's like a time.
Like
Is
everything.
that Time Bandits?
Time Bandits, I think, does that. There's quite a few actually. I think
Yeah.
do that. Yep. That's a good choice though. Pushing is fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm happy that they're pushing it. I think we have enough content from Assassin's Creed right now to like go back and like chew on it some
busy.
more.
Yeah.
And just kind of like crying over Unity. But this will prevent another Unity from happening. I'm sure that Unity was a good game, but you can't play the game if you can't play the game.
Right.
Right. And then only other news that I've got is that there was a short moment of PlayStation Network outage. About
Yes.
12 hours is all, so it wasn't
When was
even
this?
horrible.
2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
2 days ago, and now PlayStation has extended the PS Plus.
Yep.
So if you had PS Plus, they extended it out.
So they kind of
To
do
They're
your
always
compensate.
favor.
doing that.
Yeah.
I think it's great. It's
But
a way
it's-
to
Well,
compensate.
they take care of
Yeah.
people.
And I actually saw a lot of tweets where people kind of miffed or upset or I can't believe I paid for this and I don't even get to access it and fix it. They were just miffed. And my first thought was, It's been a long time since it's been down.
It's been
That's
a
true.
very long time.
Like the only
it
one
been
I
over a
remember-
year?
Yeah, like well, I'm sure it's gone intermittently a little bit this year, but
Yeah.
like last Christmas was the major one that
oh yeah,
most recent times that I can
it was
remember.
the lizard, whatever.
Right, that just lasted for a long time. So I just couldn't believe that so many people were so like up in arms, and it was simply like it was a really simple one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe those
No,
are the people that don't have the game life balance.
Yeah, it's like,
laying
oh,
heavy.
I can't get on here. Well, looks like I'm going to,
Yeah.
go out and do errands or like.
No, I'm going to tweet about how jacked up it is that I can't get on my PlayStation like I want to. I'll just play another game for a day. It's okay. It's okay. It's
Yes.
fine. Like it didn't affect
It's
me. I didn't get
fun
the game.
to get mad on the internet.
It is.
Yes.
Nobody knows who you are. I don't know. I didn't miss anything.
I
was
didn't
too
either.
worried. I don't know. It's probably because you and I are doing real life things.
We're just like buckled down, like.
But it luckily it did not
I'm losing
last
my
long. Did you
side.
hear that it was a denial of service attack or what was?
Was it a DDoS?
I think it was. I don't remember from the very beginning, but when I first started following, I thought I saw that and just went, all right, see you in a day. Like I just figured it wasn't
Yeah.
going to be that long.
Well, DDoS attacks are so easy to do. I mean,
got a
you can't really-
Drew.
You get around it. Like I mean,
Yeah.
there's ways, but it's just
it's just like you've been overloaded.
Yep.
And so now you back off and get everything reset and calm yourself down. That's what you do with the
That's
DDoS.
nice and easy.
It takes time.
so I'm not too worried about that.
No.
Ah, right. Is that all the news in the whole wide world?
It is not all the news in the whole wide world, but it is all the news that I think that we care about right now. And so we'll be on the
Good
socials
point.
talking about interesting things that pop up.
Yes.
And been on it today a little bit.
Still, we were looking for a show producer. So if anyone needs some like school internship credit out there, we could use a producer to continue to make all this good content with us.
Yes.
For you guys.
I would be very happy.
Who knows?
About
In the
that.
near future, our Little Big fans might be able to just enjoy so much Little Big Cast being like slave labored for them. Like some student out there just sweating it around, like I'm making stuff for Little Big Cast just to get credit.
Yep.
Yep. And you will learn so much. It'll be wonderful.
It'll be such
for you.
an enriching experience.
Yeah, I tried to convince a student today to do it. I was like, "Oh, you need 2 more credits? Let me sell you the deal of the century." It was not even a conflict of interest. It was more like just a perfect piece to the puzzle. So we'll see if he bites. To wrap up the show, we'll throw out what new releases we can find. It's been light. It's been light, really. This year. I mean, we're 5 days into the year, and there's just little to look forward to. But here's a couple that you'll find on the PSN, at least available today. Hardware Rivals, which is the PS Plus game, Rebel Galaxy, Amplitude. Those are all out right now. Assassin's Creed Chronicles India comes out next week. And then there's a couple others, Gone Home, Tharsis, those all we'll talk about next week. What else have we? Volume is a cross-buy for Vita, and
Yeah.
I believe...
I saw Mike Bithell posting about it
Yeah.
today, saying, like, here's how it looks on the Vita versus...
Volume.
Yes.
Volume. It's a... How would you...
fill up buckets of water?
It's a stealth.
It's a stealthy,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw pictures of it. But it's yeah, things are pretty light. I don't see a whole lot. Volume hits Europe tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everyone's exhausted themselves
Yes.
after Christmas.
And they're still just trying to come back into work and sober up and get ready to go for another year.
Yep.
So that's it. So, as always, this has been a short and sweet episode 82. It's been me, Drew. You can find me at Night20. Our dear friend Robin Hazlett.
Where you can find me at Robin Hazlett. If you Google me, you'll find me.
That's
so there
easy.
you go.
That's easy. If you're looking,
Googler.
you'll find it. And then across the table, Glenn.
I'm at G Wiggum on the socials, and then Wigs9703 on the games.
That's an easy
Every
way to find
game.
him on every game.
Every game.
And of course, if you want to support us, we are always looking for Patreons. Do you call them patrons or Patreons? I don't know.
I don't
The
know.
Patrons.
The patrons.
Patrons of Patreon.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
support us. We love our supporters there. That help.
PLP.
Our POP, our other Patreons, our OPP. But you can always find us there at patreon.com/LittleBigKast. And
I'm down with OPP.
throw 50 cents our way to help us pay for streaming and hosting and all the other things that we do to try and grow our little show. Can't believe we've been going for 2 years. Do you know what we didn't talk about?
Then we can be the medium big cast.
We could. Can we
We
grow
could be
that?
the medium big
Medium
cast.
big cast coming soon. No, we did a little interview with local alternative
yeah, that's
paper.
right.
Yeah, that was so fun.
So we'll put that link in the show notes and maybe even post posted its own blog link, so you can see that. We've tweeted out, so if you want to check our Twitter, you'll see it. But it's a very lengthy, like what we've been up to for 2 years, kind of a post.
Yeah, for 2 years.
It's pretty hefty. So if you want to kind of get the meat of what LBK is, that's a great place to start. So with that, we bid you adieu and say thank you very much for 82.
Bye, y'all. That was impressive.